Drake versus Kendrick Lamar, one of the biggest lyrical battles hip-hop has seen in a decade. In just a few weeks, these two titans turned rap into a battlefield. But how did it start, and who came out on top? Let's break it down. The tension between Kendrick and Drake goes way back. But before the beef, there was actually brotherhood. In 2011, Drake was rising fast with his Take Care album and gave Kendrick a major look by featuring him on the buried Alive Interlude. At the time, Kendrick was fresh off Section 80 and seen as the next big thing from the West Coast. Drake's cosign boosted his profile and his confidence. Kendrick even rapped about being swept up in the ego and image he picked up from being around Drake. In February 2012, Drake brought Kendrick and A$AP Rocky on his Club Paradise tour, choosing them over R&B acts despite industry pushback. They went on to collaborate on A$AP's Problems and Kendrick's Poetic Justice, which hit number 26 on the Billboard Hot 100. But that would be their last time working together. But everything changed in August 2013 when Kendrick dropped a fiery verse on Big Sean's Control. He called out nearly every top rapper by name, including Drake. It wasn't a direct diss, but it felt like a declaration of war. Drake's response said a lot. In his Billboard interview, he downplayed Kendrick's verse, calling it an ambitious thought, and confidently claiming Kendrick wasn't beating him on any platform.
And that verse was, he's giving people like moments. It was real cool for like, a couple weeks. But like, if I asked you, for example, like, how does that verse start? Like, I know that verse had no malice behind it because I saw him 5 days later at the VMAs and it was all love.
Still, the tension between them was clearly building. At the BET Hip Hop Awards cypher, Kendrick mocked Drake's sensitivity and called him fake. In Vibe later that year, Drake explained he wouldn't let Kendrick bait him or throw him off his game. Over the years, from 2015 to 2016, there were subliminal jabs. Drake throwing slick lines in interviews and tracks, Kendrick firing back in cryptic bars on tracks like King Kunta, questioning rappers with ghostwriters, and his chilling deep-water verse on Dr. Dre's Compton album comparing the beef to life in an aquarium with great whites. But it never fully exploded until 2024. In March 2024, Kendrick dropped a nuclear bomb, a surprise verse on Future and Metro Boomin's Like That, where he went full attack mode and dismissed J. Cole and Drake's Big Three narrative. He fired shots at both, but Drake caught the worst of it. He said, "Motherfuck the Big Three, it's just Big Me." Drake's immediate response came during his Florida tour stop 3 days later.
I got my fucking head up high, my back straight, I'm 10 fucking toes down in Florida or anywhere else I go, and I know that no matter what, it's not a nigga on this earth that can ever fuck with me in my life.
A month later, Drake dropped Push-Ups, his first official response. He mocked Kendrick's height, his shoe size, even his record deal. The cover art showing tiny shoes was petty, but the bars were sharp. He didn't stop there though. But not long after, Drake dropped the Tailor-Made Freestyle, a track that was both creative and controversial. He used AI-generated voices of Tupac and Snoop Dogg to call out Kendrick for staying silent, even mocking him by suggesting he was waiting for Taylor Swift's Tortured Poets Department album cycle to end. Then Kendrick unloaded a scorching series of disses. He called Drake a liar, an actor, accused him of being disconnected from black culture, questioned his use of the N-word, his fashion sense, his hip-hop merits, and called him a scam artist with a stylist. About 14 hours later, Drake fired back with a hard-hitting track called Family Matters, which he dropped on YouTube. He went straight for Kendrick's personal life, but Kendrick didn't let it slide. That same night, just minutes after Drake's track, he dropped a powerful reply called Meet the Grams. This one was structured like a series of open letters addressed to Drake's mother, father, son, and even a daughter Kendrick claimed Drake was hiding. He accused Drake of struggling with addiction and being surrounded by shady people. At that point, it was no longer just a rap beef. It turned into an all-out personal warfare. Less than 24 hours later, Kendrick delivered the knockout punch. Not Like Us was produced by DJ Mustard and felt like a West Coast victory lap. The allegations were serious, calling Drake and his OVO team pedophiles with the cover art showing an aerial view of Drake's Toronto mansion marked with red sex offender symbols. But the beat was so infectious and the track felt like a club anthem that everyone was playing it. It wasn't just a diss, it was a party song. Not Like Us broke records, debuting at number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100. It became Kendrick's 4th #1 hit, first solo chart topper since 2017's Humble. Euphoria also saw a big boost, jumping 8 spots to reach number 3 in its second week. Meanwhile, Drake went quiet. Aside from a few cryptic Instagram stories, there was no new music. The victory lap came on June 19th at Kendrick's Pop Out concert in Los Angeles. Fans started saying what a lot of people were already thinking. Kendrick won, not just with the lyrics, but with the whole culture. He brought the energy, the bars, and the bangers that took over the charts and the streets. Whether it's really over or just another chapter, this beef shook hip-hop to its core. Two giants, no holding back, real bars, real stakes. This is rap history in real time. Subscribe for more breakdowns.